welcome to the channel. So today I want to give you an update review. I've been using Dr. Vanita Rattan's Super Hydration. I forgot what she calls it officially, but it is the 1 to 6 step skincare routine or product, and I just want to show you how it's looking, how it's been for me. And I wanted to wait until something in the product had finished before I can give you a proper review of how it's going. There's going to be the whole full washing in this video and going through the steps with you guys whilst I talk to you about each product. Hopefully that will be immersive and helpful for you, and feedback as well for, should she ever stumble across this video, feedback for her, because I know this is like kind of her first range that she has come out with. At the end I will also be trying on for you guys the sunscreen, which is a physical sunscreen. Also did an unboxing for this. It's SPF50 Invisible Mineral Broad Spectrum SPF50, and this is not part of the 6th step. You have to buy this separately. I'll talk to you in the end about this because I have my comments. I am putting chapters, so if you want to skip to what you're interested in, you can do that, so just check them out below. I said back to front. What I mean is I've just woken up, so last night I did step 1 to 6 minus step 4. I didn't do the whole acid thing. I'm not gonna lie, when I first got the box I was looking for who to give it to because it was so intimidating, too many products I thought, and it took me like a month to start using it. And the reason why I started using it is because my skin was doing madness. My skin was just it was just no good, and I knew that would help me, so I thought, okay, fine, let's do it. Anyway, before that I was using CeraVe. I was using the AM PM CeraVe, and I was using the CeraVe face wash. I was happy with that. I liked it because it's simple. I'm a simple kind of girl. I don't like stress, but we are here and we're talking about Dr. V. Rattan, so let's do it. This is the morning after step 1 to 6, and I wanted to show you what my skin looks like. Obviously I've been using this range for about 2.5 months now. The first thing that has finished, this is how my skin looks. If you want to see how my skin looked before, I do have another video where I was talking about other products and I kind of shared my bare skin. I'm really happy with how my skin looks right now. Like, my skin has never looked this good. I will also add that it's to do with me just simply drinking more water. I almost fainted during the heat wave several times, and it's just because I wasn't drinking enough water, and as a result I got that in check, and as a result I've seen a significant difference in my whole body skin, including my face. So believe me, water helps, but I'm sure we know that, but we just don't do it. But anyway, let's get into it. I'm going to be going through the steps with you. This is the oil that kind of melts makeup. This is step 1 in the evening. I'm doing evening steps and then I'll do day steps. Does that make sense? Yeah, the evening steps is the most involved. It's got the most products. The morning step just has 2 products. This is the oil. Before this, I was using the DHC oil, cleansing oil. Before that, I never knew of using oils to clean. In case you didn't see my unboxing and my review video, it's an oil. It has no scent, which is something she's very true to if you know anything about her. I'm going to use 1 because I have nothing on my face to be using more than 1 pump. When I do have makeup, 2 pumps are good and enough to do just that one time. If I'm just feeling a bit extra, I go in a second time with 1 pump of oil when I have makeup on. I find that once you've wet your face, it's not effective. You need to do this on a dry skin, on a dry face. It's really good in melting away makeup. It doesn't have a scent whatsoever for me. Like I said, right now there's nothing on my face for me to like put loads of oil for. This is simple enough. What I do this in the shower before I touch water, before I wet my face, and then I rinse it off, and then I wash with soap. Let's do the rinsing off now. I've got a little dish here, so I'm just gonna this is the gel wash, face wash. This thing, I think I can feel it. It's still, and I use it every day. I want to say the reason why I think she's opted for pumps is so you're not heavy-handed and you kind of get into a routine of knowing how much you need to use, and a pump definitely helps with that. I'm heavy-handed, but I've managed to get myself in control with the pumps. Let's show you the consistency. I normally use 2 pumps. This is the consistency. It's a gel. I used the simple soap, Micellar, and this gives me very similar vibes because I feel like it's a very similar product. This is 2 pumps. It lathers like crazy. Like honestly, I never use more than 2 pumps, or I rarely use more than 2 pumps, or I would use 2 pumps, wash, rinse, and then go in with 1 pump. This is when I've had like maybe really cakey makeup, but that's alright. So most times I'm just using 1 time, 2 pumps, and I'm out. I do wash morning and evening because I'm that kind of girl. I know she recommends to only rinse with water in the morning. I just can't. I feel some type of way if I don't use soap. Like I just can't go about my day with a face rinsed with just water. But that's just me. That's not like any kind of recommendation. That's just me. Never forget to wash your neck, guys. Your neck is part of the whole thing as well. And the sides right next to your ear. This is the face, washed a bit too wet. Let me get it dry. Here we are, no product, just washed using the oil and the cleanser. This is how we're looking. So the next step is the hydrating toner. Out of all the products here, this is my favorite. And remember, this is just for the night. So you only, about the soap, the bottle, I'm not bashing, I'm just giving a review. I'm just sharing with you my experience. I'm not bashing, I'm just sharing full transparency. What I've noticed is the bottle, I feel like this is tight. So because it's too tight, it's causing the rose gold thingy to peel off, and it's chipping away. And sometimes when you put soap, some of the speckles of that is in your hand because it's been chipping away, because each time you open and close, it's chipping away. So I think maybe it's just a flaw in design. This is too tight. When you pull it off, it's chipping away at the thing. It's not happening with any of the others. So I think it's just that bottle. I'm giving just full transparency what I've noticed. Let me know if you've experienced the same thing, if you have that product, the gel wash or the whole range. Anyway, like I said, this is the next step 3, and this is the toner. And the toner, nothing. This is my favorite product, honestly. She says to spray twice in your hands and then gently press it in your skin. This is not a recommendation. This is just me showing you what I do and what I enjoy whilst using this product. Honestly, I love my skin feeling like supple, and I don't like a dewy looking face, but I like the feeling of a supple face and just sticky. Honestly, I feel like I didn't use a toner, so I think I love that sticky. I have nothing bad to say about that product, as you can tell. Step 3 can either be step 3 or it can be step 4. Basically, she says you could put the toner and then put the exfoliating acid, which is basically mandelic acid, lactic acid, and 2 other ingredients. You could put the acid before you've used the toner, which reduces the time you leave it on before you rinse to 5 minutes. Or if you've put the toner, you leave it for 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes. Personally, this is my least favorite product in this range, the acid, the exfoliating. It's a gel. I've used this once. It's still very, very full. So you're supposed to obviously glide it all over your face, not in the sensitive areas, and then wait for 5 minutes or for 15 to 10 minutes and then rinse it off. I think the reason it's the least of my favorites because I don't have time for that. Like, I'm just not that girl to wait 5 minutes or to wait 15. What am I doing? I'm just not that girl. That's why I don't use it. Instead, I use this mandelic acid. This is just after rinsing, after cleansing, apply adequate amount of product and pat it lightly, and more effective exfoliating is desired, I believe. Well, I haven't been rinsing it off. I do it at night time only. I don't rinse it off. I put it in my palm, I pat it in the same way that I just did, and we call it a day. We keep it moving. Only do it at night time. that's what I do with this. It's pretty much the same product, similar, very close, but I just don't like the whole waiting thing. I'm just not that girl. So that's my replacement for, I did do a video where I was showing you a physical exfoliating brush. I don't recommend that product anymore because I've since learned through Dr. Rattan, physical exfoliation is just no good. I might use it on my body or here and there sometimes, but for the face, no, there's no need. Anyway, moving on to step 5. Step 5 is the serum, which comes in a little pump like so. Again, it's a gel. I use 1 pump literally because I'm so scared. The bottle is tiny, don't want it to finish. I use 1 pump and I go through. Like I said, I rarely do the mandelic acid. I only do it when my skin is feeling really dull, it needs exfoliating. I go in and I use the mandelic acid and then apply everything else. But the serum I use every day at night time, but I think it does its job because in the morning I love how my skin looks, and overall right now I love how my skin feels and looks. It feels like nothing is there. I don't know if it's because I don't put enough. What does it say? Yeah, 1 to 2 drops in your hands and rub gently. Avoid sensitive areas. Anyway, okay, we're on to the last thing. We're on to step 6, which is the last step of your evening routine. I have to say, I think it's because it's all numbered and you feel the need to remember the numbers that it feels like a lot more product. Because I think people use toners, serums, it's normal, right? But for whatever reason, for me, it felt like it's so much. But now I'm used to it. It's just like, yeah, it's automatic. I just do my thing. And I think what the other thing is, normally people have different brands of each toner, serum. This is all just one brand, so it looks a lot. But anyway, this is the moisturizer. This is why I'm doing this video now, because the moisturizer is not finished, but it's becoming an issue to get it out. The reason is it's really thick in a good way, long lasting, rich moisturizer designed to hold water molecules in the top layer of your skin, leaving it feeling supple all day. In terms of feeling, that's very accurate. It's long lasting, it's a moisturizer, so it's thick. But the problem is, oh, we go. Oh, okay. I had said I'm going to do a review once something finishes, and this is that something. But it's not finished. What's happening is it's too thick. I'm now having to open, scoop it out, and then apply it. Now this is too much. Obviously you don't need that much. This is right about okay. So we're gonna put this back in. What's happening is it's so thick that the pump is not able to pick it up anymore. So we're gonna have to be scooping it out. And I think the immediate solution that comes to mind for me is, you know, the Cera brand bottle that each time you pump, it's coming up, so it's scraping from the bottom up. Each pump you're pushing it. I'll show you in a second. But anyway, this is the moisturizer. This is step 2 of your morning routine. So in the morning, instead of everything we've just done right now, you would only use the wash and this moisturizer, and that's it. So this isn't all of this that I've just done is just for the evening, and I've got myself into a little routine of self-care in the evening, and it's really precious. It feels really nice. It feels like a little treat. It's really like winding down kind of thing. I've got myself into that routine and I really like it. So it doesn't feel too much anymore. It did at the beginning, but that's just me as a person. I don't like complicated things. This is kind of like the second to last because you've got the SPF, but yeah, we'll talk about that. This is the last step of the evening routine. That's it. Let me go and get that bottle for you to show you what I mean, in case you haven't seen the Cera brand bottle. This is a Cera brand bottle. See this blue thing here is part of the pump. Each time you pump, this thing moves up even more. It was down here when the bottle was obviously new. This blue thing was down here. So each time you press, you're scraping every bottom barrel. Like, it's got a little hole. I love this kind of design because you paid for that product. Use it all. This is how my skin looks fresh at night time. At the beginning of the video was how my skin looked the night after I followed this step you've just seen right now. In case that's of interest to you, I personally really love it. Am I going to keep it up? Am I going to buy again this set, this range? I think yes, definitely the moisturizer. My only feedback would be to look into the design, maybe like a pick up with your finger, but then I can see how you'd be inconsistent with that. The pumps are a great idea. Just that for the moisturizer. We're going to do the day routine and then we're going to use the SPF, and I have a lot to say about that. So yeah, let's go. I'm back. I have had a shower to get ready for my day, and we're going in with I've done step 1, so we're going in with step 2, which is step 2 of 2 in the morning. So like I said before, we're going to have to scoop it out. Onto the SPF. I don't use it, and I will show you why. This is the consistency. I don't even think I've put enough. You're supposed to put a teaspoon amount. Okay, so I don't use it for several reasons. First of all, I hate an oily looking face. Like, I hate it. I hate dewy makeup. I hate the lot. And then secondly, the whole thing about how you have to put SPF every 2 hours. Again, a teaspoon amount. I'm not set up for that. I love my skin, but not that much. I have this thing, and I know people probably go crazy over me right now, but my mother has never put on SPF. People in Africa, a lot of people don't put SPF, and they're alive and they're fine. So what's this about? I personally just feel like, no, I don't use it because I don't like shiny things on my face, and also it's like got this gray thing going on. I'll happily use this on my body, on my legs, on my chest, like when you want this glow, but it's a mineral, it's a physical SPF, so it's SPF50, so you are going to get just putting it on for you so you can see. I don't know if you can see how I should have done like half face maybe, but there's a little grey tinge. I'm going to be back later on to show you how it looks once I've put makeup, once it's settled. I'm putting very light makeup just to go about my day. This is how the SPF looks once settled. I've got makeup on. I hope I've done this justice. Sorry it's so long, but yeah, I hope it's been helpful. Comment below any questions you have. What's been your experience like? Have you bought it? Have you not? Are you in the decision valley? Recommend it? Do I recommend it? I like it. I think it's good. I like what she's about. I like it's designed with me specifically and only me in mind in terms of my skin type. So I really appreciate that. And for that reason, I will be supporting and continuing supporting. And not only that, the products are good. They're working for me too. So that's like the essential thing too. So anyway,